Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kaz here from the Sus Discuss podcast. Now, first and foremost, we want to thank you all for tuning in to today's podcast, as we believe today's podcast is without a doubt our best podcast yet. Our conversation is top notch, not to mention our guest is a Instagram verified all-star athlete who we can't thank enough for coming on the podcast and allowing us to interview him. We hope to have him on another time. With that being said, you are hearing this disclaimer right now because we have made an error in today's podcast. We want to stress that we take pride in what we put out to you guys as content, whether it be the highlight videos or the podcast in general, and whether it be the content we create, the quality of it, or the entertainment of it all. Now, the error we made was in the quality of the podcast. Today's podcast, you will hear audio not from the microphones in front of us. Unfortunately, the audio program that we use to record our audio did not pick up a signal from our microphones, and instead it manually chose to use the microphone built into the laptop in front of Chris. We are sorry for the quality of the audio that you will hear today. We hope it does not affect the overall enjoyment or entertainment of the podcast today. We are sorry to the guest for hindering some of the quality of his interview. However, the content within the interview is still there and it is still amazing. Now, obviously, this is an error that we will learn from and we will grow from. We want to thank you all for being a part of the growth of the Sus Discuss. We want to thank you all for the support. We want to thank you all for tuning in today, and we hope that you will continue to support us through this journey. We all hope you are staying safe during quarantine. And again, can't thank you enough for the support. We will keep putting out content as long as you keep supporting us. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Have a good day in quarantine. Peace out from Kaz and the Sus Discuss.
Pressure than a motherfucker.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, ad reads back at it again, pretty much for the most part. And again, we have a sponsor back.
Bamboo charcoal toothpaste made by Organic Labs. And while Kaz reads the article, I will be testing out the toothpaste right now.
So it's like obviously the black charcoal toothpaste. Chris is using it right now. The nice thing about this is that while you're brushing your teeth, it doesn't really show up black. So it doesn't really look disgusting, like you just ate legit coal. Yeah, it's not really...
Not that bad.
It's not really that black. Again, obviously, all organic ingredients, gluten, GMO, animal ingredients, no animal testing, none of that, all the good stuff in it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your all-in-one toothpaste with activated bamboo and aloe vera.
It doesn't taste that bad. You think it tastes bad because it's black, but it's not that bad.
It's actually quite minty. It's got like an earthy, minty like smell. It's very interesting. Obviously, you're gonna get in a pack. You're gonna get 2 of these Johns. They're gonna send you one of those. They're gonna send you 2 of those. All right, and then there's one of these in each one. Okay. All right, you get it. It's actually very nice, and you're gonna get it for the same price as a 4-pack if you use the link in the description below. Ladies and gentlemen, we are offering you a deal.
Highly recommend. My mouth is minty fresh.
Feels good. Bamboo Organic Labs charcoal toothpaste.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Sus Discuss. We're all the way at episode 5, I believe.
We're grooving.
And we have a very special guest coming up for you later. Let's just say that he is verified on Instagram.
He's quite
an athlete.
Yeah, he's a very intriguing specimen.
Any basketball fans, players would all be interested in listening to that interview later.
Mm-hmm. Very gifted athlete, very gifted, very humble.
So I guess we'll just get right into like the news, I guess. So first off on the docket, we've got Kim Jong-un is about to fucking die.
Yes. CNN recently reported that Kim Jong-un is in, what'd they say, like grave danger after a surgery. However, I think South Korea now is refuting all of those reports. So no one really knows kind of what's going on with this.
My theory is that...
Go ahead.
You ever seen The Interview?
Yeah. Great movie.
So...
Good film.
The CIA sent a spy to pose as a surgeon.
Ooh.
And I'm pretty sure that it was for his gout, because Kim Jong-un has, like, mad gout.
What's gout?
It's like when you eat too much meat and cheese and acid starts to build up in you.
Oh,
so I think I'm speculating here, but I'm pretty sure it was for that. So this agent came in and goes, yeah, I can do the surgery. And then he botched it on purpose. And then...
Like this, it was just like an inside big CIA job. Like, we just got to get rid of this guy.
Just like the end of the interview. And then they picked him up with tanks and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, and then they got him out on the inflatable boat with the dog.
With the puppy.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
That's my theory, is that the CIA sent in a secret agent and he performed the surgery as a planned assassination attempt. But I don't understand why they would make up fake reports. Why North Korea would send out those reports if South Korea is saying they're false.
I don't think North Korea sent it out. I think CNN said, like, their inside agent or something.
They have an inside agent in North Korea?
It said classified.
That guy's dead.
I didn't obviously...
Oh, you know what it could be? It could be when they try to find the mole. So they send out some fake information, and then they only tell like one person, and if it spreads, they know he's the mole.
Yeah, I don't really know how. I don't know how anybody can really get this information. How do they die?
What's gonna happen? There's gonna be a revolution.
See, now they're saying no unusual signs.
Oh, damn it!
That's from NPR. No unusual signs that Kim Jong-un's health is in danger, South Korea says. But obviously, if I go to CNN, they're going to tell us that he was just, in some big trouble. I don't know really, again, I don't know how they get that information, though. And then obviously South Korea, they're obviously not fans of North Korea, so why would South Korea even be saying, nah, he's not. He's doing fine.
Yeah, I guess.
What does South Korea have to gain from saying that?
Yeah, that's my point.
Unless they're trying to patch things up. I don't really know.
I just think it would be interesting to see what if he died. His child is 7 years old. Are they gonna give the throne to him, like a King Tut situation, or what?
Yeah, I don't know. But obviously,
what if the kid's 7? He doesn't even know what communism is. You know what they'd probably do? They'd probably have him as a figurehead. Actually, I don't know how this works, but I assume it's like a royal family. So they keep him as a figurehead, and they just have a couple advisors. They have adults advising him on what to do, but he's the figurehead for the People's Republic of North Korea.
Yeah.
Bottom line, fuck communism. God, it's about two episodes in a row we talk about communism.
It's just it's a very interesting type of political.
Well, it's nice to get. It's a nice kind of news blast to get away from the whole Corona thing.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I know there's two sides to every story. So the fact that CNN's he's not doing well, and then the fact that South Korea's he's doing good. No one really knows what to believe in this day and age.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess moving on. We just watched the Michael Jordan documentary.
Yep.
Very good. I have a feeling Michael Jordan's gonna look like the dick in all this. But
he said he would, but did he? To you,
I mean,
did
not
he
in the
look
first,
bad?
except for when he the guys were trying to hug him. And he was like, nah. He just didn't even look at him. That was kind of a dick move.
The only other thing you could say makes him look bad, I mean, so far, is just his treatment of what's the general manager Stooge's name? Jerry Krause.
Yeah, Jerry.
His treatment of Jerry
But
Krause.
like everyone.
But
made
it's
fun
funny though. Yeah, and it's funny.
But Jerry Krause is like the villain in all of this.
Yeah, because he's like he was basically just selfish, like acting like he just didn't get enough like credit. Like he was just like, oh, like championships are won by the organization, not the players. Well, bro, the players are on the court. I get that the organization got the players, but I mean, your players are on the court winning.
No, but apparently it was misquoted. Apparently he left out the word alone.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, he's obviously the villain in all of this. And I mean, for good reason. He's like trying to destroy the dynasty right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like Phil Jackson's in there. Phil Jackson's like grooving. He's got this team, like he's got all like the whole team on his back pretty much. Like Jordan's like, I love Phil. Like I'm not going to play if you guys like dump Phil.
Yeah.
They literally signed him for one more year because then they were like, well, I think everyone's going to be past their prime after this year. So Phil, you got one more year to get us a ship, and then like.
Well, we have to watch episode 2, and then what is episode 3 come out next week? It's a 10-part documentary.
Yeah, it's obviously going to be.
I think it's 10 parts.
Yeah, I don't know.
So for the next 9 weeks, they'll drop a new one. That'll give us something to watch. Well,
Yeah.
Sports are non-existent.
Yeah, except they're bringing Korean baseball back, I think.
Oh, and Taiwanese baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't bet on it. It's so weird. I can't find it on the website at all.
Yeah, very, very intriguing. I mean, we can get into this right now, but if you had to pick, obviously, we were not around during this Michael Jordan era, but if you had to choose between Michael Jordan and LeBron, who would you go with?
Are we going like their careers or just basketball players by themselves?
I mean, in all
Like
honesty, both.
alone? I mean, by themselves, I have to go with LeBron. But going by their career and what they did with it, Jordan is the GOAT. But I'm saying if you put both of them in their prime one-on-one, LeBron would win. LeBron's a beast. He's built like a tank.
Yeah. I think it'd be very close. Again, career-wise, obviously, Michael Jordan probably outweighs LeBron career-wise. I mean, Michael Jordan got the sneaker deal done, made good investments. His net worth is like $2.1 billion now that he's made off of
but
his
that's
already.
past his basketball.
Yeah, but it was made off of his, illustrious like basketball career. Like he was a great basketball player. He's obviously got a lot of championships, probably more than Bron's probably going to end up getting, in all honesty.
Mm-hmm.
So I think career-wise, Jordan's better.
But LeBron.
This one-on-one debate is pretty tough. I'd say LeBron's
This is the age-old debate.
Yeah, I'd say LeBron's built a little better. Putting them both in their prime would be very tough to choose between one or the other. I don't know. I'd probably give it to LeBron in a one-on-one, but still, obviously, very good players. Close.
All right. So up next for our little news dump, we've got the NFL draft coming up. It is going to be, what's today? Tuesday, Thursday. So first round's on Thursday. I don't know if you saw the little test. It was terrible.
Yeah, I heard it went.
It
went
so
terrible.
bad. We had an Iowa caucus situation on our hands.
It's going to be a clusterfuck.
Yeah, but I'm not even interested. The Bills don't have a pick until the 56th pick. So I'm not even going to watch it. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's not like, we got the chance for Ed Oliver last year, and now
Now we have 56, but I think we should still draft a receiver.
It's fine. Yeah, you're right. Obviously for us, it doesn't matter. Obviously for like the cities of like Detroit, Cincinnati, Redskins, Washington. I mean
the R words. We don't say Redskins.
The Washington Native Americans, but I mean. It's exciting for them, but just from where we are, our standpoint, it's not really exciting for us.
Yeah, I want to get the season going. I just want to see Diggs and Josh Norman. I want to see Trey White in the backfield. I want to see Josh Allen just throwing. Because the thing is, Josh Allen always throws 5 yards over the receivers' heads.
Yeah.
But Diggs is so fast.
He's
going to catch the
might
balls.
work. Yeah.
just like a nice deep threat. I think we need one more receiver, and we need like maybe a solid linebacker to pick up. And I think we're set. I think we're
Yeah.
going to the AFC Championship.
Do you think we need help on the O line though?
I mean,
Maybe
we
can
we
pick
worked
some
on that.
help up in
We
the
worked on
draft.
that last year. I feel like
Yeah,
Was-
but I think we're probably like if we get one more good caliber O lineman, we'll be very
Yeah.
good too.
but
Because I think our
the thing
defense
is, as
pretty
Josh
solid.
Allen progresses, like
Yeah, you've seen the
his
progression.
pocket awareness is going up and up and up. So
Yeah,
like some of that help is going to be from your O line, but some of that help is also going to come from just your quarterback and like his pocket awareness and what he decides to do like when he's under pressure. So you can't. I don't think it's fair to blame it all on the O line. I think the quarterback is always just the golden boy position, and whenever he gets sacked, it's always the O line's fault. But I think Josh Allen, his awareness and his like football sense is going to be even higher this year, especially if he trains like he did last year.
yeah. I mean, we obviously know like how he's a very like risk it for the biscuit type of guy.
Yeah,
Like he's
but
the
I feel
guy
like
that's
he'll-
not gonna like be safe, sit in the pocket and throw. Like he'll get out if he needs
Mhm.
to. Like we clearly saw that.
Like that's part of his game plan.
He's throwing
but
piss missiles downfield. Like
at the same time, he needs to get away from that because that's how you get hurt.
yeah,
Especially, oh my God, what was it? The Texans game, or was it the Cowboys? The Texans game where he just threw the ball out of bounds.
yeah. Like dude, he was throwing like.
Josh, we love you, but
Wasn't
come
it
on,
like,
man.
dude, wasn't the last play we had like a third and whatever, and he just like launched one down the field instead of throwing like a nice little
Yeah.
pass? Like,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Obviously, those are the moments where you live and you learn. So, I mean, hopefully right now we're obviously in a good spot. The power rankings came out, and I think we're number 9. So, obviously, a lot to look forward to in this Bills regime.
All right, keeping with the NFL news, we've got new Pats jerseys, new Chargers jerseys. Woke up to the Chargers jerseys, and I just almost nutted.
Yeah,
Those Chargers
it's
jerseys,
very.
oh my God.
They are. These are the jerseys where you look and you're like, oh, they did it right.
Yeah.
Like they did it right during quarantine. Like all these other ones where they're just like brightening
they're
up
just, like, yeah,
colors
they're
or like
looking
cutting
for
off
stuff,
some of
yeah.
the stripes. Like that's not changing your jersey. That's tweaking it. You're tweaking your jersey.
I've always thought the baby blues were one of the best uniforms in the league, and I just feel like they stepped it up so hard with these.
I gotta tell you.
And the color rush, the dark,
Oh, the
navy,
color rush
like
made me like.
It's like black navy
Oh
with
my
like the
God,
yellow hits.
The color rush
Oh.
got me very excited.
Oh no, where's the picture? Here, I'll pull it up on Twitter. Just saw it
Okay.
on Twitter.
Yeah, go ahead. Obviously, I literally just like everything they're doing.
Here we go. Oh my
But they're on
God.
Twitter. So
The baby blues, then the whites with the yellow.
with the yellow and the
You know what it
bolt
gives
down
me?
the yellow.
It gives me like Pitt vibes. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I like Pitt has very good uniforms.
And
This is big Pitt vibes too.
Yeah.
And the helmet too.
Yeah, the good thing about the helmet is they're just using a lightning bolt,
Mhm.
so they have so much surface area to work with that they could put the numbers on the helmet, which
These
they
are
did.
these are
Very
ridiculous.
good.
These are ridiculous.
Yeah, the dark blues are nice. These
Just
are
yellow hits, just subtle yellow hits. Too.
just
and
they,
the blue,
they nailed
the
it.
blue face mask too.
Yeah, they absolutely nailed it.
Yeah.
I mean,
These are so good. I can't
well
wait
done.
to watch them play.
Well done.
So like, are we talking home, away, and then maybe alternate, and then a color rush?
Or color rush alternate. It's one of the two, but
maybe.
I mean, either way, they nailed it. They did a very good job.
I love color rush football.
So shout out
Color
to
rush
them.
football is my favorite day of the year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I guess we can just.
We have to go see the Pats jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, nothing really good happened with the Pats.
I wish
there's-
they would have picked white helmets. I think white helmets would have looked way better.
Obviously, the Patriots are still on a decline.
Yeah, have fun
I mean-
going 6-10 this
I
year.
mean, they literally just keep going in a downward spiral, and everyone really sees why. Yeah, here they are.
I mean, nothing really.
Nothing new.
I've never,
Nothing eye popping, like eye opening.
I never really liked the. I just thought the Patriots jerseys were kind of gross.
I think people's hope were when they put this out that they were going to go back to the
Red.
the throwback
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
I wish they would have changed the helmet up. I was never a fan of the silver helmets.
No.
It
Yeah.
just doesn't really fit. I don't get it.
No. So very interesting. Obviously, yeah. See, like those are pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, they just they keep going on a decline.
Yeah, I know. All right, so wrapping that up, I guess we'll do. We'll give you one ad read, and then we have to introduce our very special guest.
Correct.
All right, so we've got a new sponsor, the Armor Hybrid Hidden Card Compartment Protector Fusion phone case. So it's got easy installation. You just slide it in and out for your phone. It has perfect cutouts, so you get the good photos on your camera. It has very intuitive control buttons. They just feel very natural.
All chrome.
All chromed out. It's slim, lightweight, protective. It's dual material. And there's also bonus. There's a flip up wallet in the back, so you have easy access to your cards and cash, and a built-in billfold in the back of your phone. Like my phone is cracked as shit right now. If I had Armor Hybrid Hidden Card Compartment Protector Fusion phone case, my phone would be fine.
Yeah, and don't listen. Sometimes these wear out pretty fast.
Yeah,
I'd say. So I mean, this thing is like legit built in the case. Hold your cash, hold your CADs.
Smash the link in the bio.
You can buy it with the link in the description below. Shout out. Ladies and gentlemen, Death Wish is back.
Death Wish.
Obviously, Death Wish, you know, they got the world's strongest coffee. Very good tasting coffee. It's in K-Cups. It's back, and they're back. Ladies and gentlemen, it goes in your Keurig 1, your Keurig 2, your Breville, your Cuisinart, and your Mr. Coffee. USDA certified organic and fair trade beans.
Death Wish coffee.
They're single serve
you in the mouth.
Single serve pods. Put it right inside the Keurig. Pop it down. It's gonna come out. It's gonna give you a kick in your derriere.
Death Wish coffee.
What are you doing, you
Promise
stooge?
to knock your pubes off.
Yes, sir. Go buy now. Link in the description below. Get some Death Wish. Ladies and gentlemen, he was named an All-League 2016 through 2018 First Team All-Western New York and was a 1,000-point scorer. He acquired 4 quadruple doubles, 11 triple doubles in his senior season, played a PG year at Hargrave, and is now balling out for the University of Tennessee.
Go Vols.
In Knoxville. Ladies and gentlemen, Devontae Hollywood Ticket Gaines.
All right, well, I guess we'll just get it rolling. Well, we got to ask you first off, LeBron or Jordan, because of the documentary. Starting off with the hard one. Jordan for right now, because did you watch the documentary?
Yeah, I watched it last night.
Yeah, we watched the first episode. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I only watched the second. I missed the first.
All right, so I guess we're just gonna get into it. Like, we know you're from Buffalo. I guess like first question would just be like, when did you know that you were like a high caliber basketball player? Like, were you like young, or like what age did you know that you could go places with basketball?
I mean, so I've been playing since I was like a little kid, probably like 3 or 4. But I probably say the moment I knew, or on age I knew that I could be pretty good was probably going into my sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
From freshman year, I grew about 4 or 5 inches, and I was like 6'3" my sophomore year.
Oh, really?
Like,
God damn.
You're like 6'6" now, right?
6'7" now.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So yeah.
Yeah, so like, did you feel like you had like a chip on your shoulder at all, coming from like downtown Buffalo and like going higher places? Do you feel like you had something to prove, or like anything like that?
Definitely just the way how things were when I was being on that. That's how I try to play like that. Play emotions, play for me. Kind of like having, like you said, having a chip on your shoulder, going out when you do the best you can do, and just being able to play college basketball, coming from where I come from.
Yeah.
That's motivation for me.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know, just speaking from, you know, being from Buffalo and stuff, like, a lot of kids in the area here, some of them don't really get, you know, the chances or the opportunity that you have got. So, like you representing this city, it's probably, like, very kind of just interesting for you, like, the predicament you're in right now, right? I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but...
That's kind of how I think about it. Like, there's a million people that want scholarships, and just they're from both. Like everybody, like you said, everybody can't get the opportunity to play. So these just being one of the ones, fortunate ones that have, you know, this type of stage. I definitely just try to be an example to like younger players that's watching me.
Yeah.
That it could be done. Basically.
Yeah.
So we know you had I was reading a news article about you and with Ty Parker and all that. How much credit would you give him to kind of jump starting your career and taking you to the places that you are right now?
I'd probably say pretty much all of it. I had one coach before him, and she really helped me a lot. But once I got with Ty Parker, I was about 11, 10 years old, and pretty much since then he's been the one who's got me into the player I was today, get me to college.
Yeah, he said he took you under his wing and kind of he's a big mentor role for you, right?
Yeah.
So, another thing, talking about playing high school basketball in Buffalo, and then obviously you went to Hargrave and you did a PG year, and then you're off at Tennessee now in Knoxville. How would you describe the transition from kind of going high school basketball at Buffalo, then to prep school, and then obviously playing at the high level you are at now?
I mean, it definitely was a bit different playing. When I was playing at Buffalo, I would say it was a lot easier.
Yeah. I mean, I watched your highlight tapes. You just
the talent level. Going Hargrave really got me ready to go to Tennessee because playing against top level prep guys that's going to D1 colleges, Division I athletes. Hargrave was just a stepping stone. Once I got to Tennessee, it was even more of a big step because I'm playing against college players, seniors that's probably 23, 24, 19 coming in. Just playing against older guys, learning from older guys on my team.
Mm-hmm.
And when the season came, just playing against some guys, playing against guys who've been doing this for a long time, played juniors and seniors. Really showed me that college basketball is a different type of breed, basically.
Yeah, it was just high caliber SEC basketball, Power 5 basketball. It was just a different breed.
Right.
And then when you talk about going Power 5, is there anything you did different maybe last year or this year before starting your season to I don't know, better your game, improve your game to go to Tennessee?
Well, yeah, in high school, I feel like I didn't play as much as I could because it was so easy and going to Hargrave.
Yeah.
I tried to work on my working out habits, getting better because I knew I would have to work hard to be able to play at a Power 5 school like Tennessee. So it definitely it taught me that you have to work hard all the time just to keep your game fine-tuned to be able to play on that type of level. Yeah. So just working out, weights, in the gym, shooting, things like that changed going to college because I knew I had to do it.
Yeah, especially there's always going to be people better than you. You always got to work to get at their level.
Yeah. So talking about your transition from obviously Buffalo, then to Hargrave, then to Tennessee, what was your kind of I guess scouting experience like? What was it like being recruited?
So I was first recruited a Division I school probably junior year, sophomore year. I first was recruited by Kent State. I went down to the camp. And then I went to many team camps where I was offered scholarships. But once Tennessee came along, it was just pretty. That was my first. I took a visit there. My first ever taking a visit to a college, so it was pretty cool just seeing the atmosphere, college atmosphere.
Right.
Seeing college practice, seeing college coaches, just college coaches calling you in general. It was pretty exciting for me because it was something I never expected.
Yeah.
And then once Tennessee came along, I think I just felt like that was the right choice for me.
It was just your way to get to the next bigger step. You were at Buffalo, then you took another step and you went to Hargrave, and then you just felt your next step was just Tennessee, right? It was just the next big step.
Yeah.
It just felt right for you.
Yeah, and you say you didn't expect any of that. You didn't expect a Power 5 offer. Were you just banking on UB or Kent State or something like that, or did you think that you would have a bigger offer?
I mean, honestly, I didn't think just early on, so I didn't expect any offers.
Yeah.
It was just weird for me, because as a freshman, I'm just playing the game, having fun, and then to my sophomore year, where now college coaches calling, it was just a surprise to me.
Yeah.
That was my first offer. Once I got the offer, I was still kind of confused. I had to ask my dad, what's the
Mm-hmm.
It was just surreal to me. It was something I didn't expect.
Yeah, it's whatever kid pretty much dreams of.
Yeah, you're getting to live it out.
Yeah.
So SEC this year, who do you think the best player was in the SEC that you've played against this year?
That I played against. I mean, it's a lot of guys in NFC that I had to play against, like Mason Jones, Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Edwards, who will probably be the number one pick in this draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were doing some research.
He's from Georgia.
Yeah.
That kid was
You played
massive.
against. You played against.
Alabama at LSU.
Yeah.
I've got him a few times.
I think this year it's eight projected first rounders that Tennessee's played against this year are going to be in the draft this year. You guys have played against 8 projected first.
Players outside SEC.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
players from Memphis.
Yeah, you played like Precious Achua. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Precious.
Mm-hmm. Now
Yeah, go ahead.
I forget. Was James Wiseman there? Was he there when you guys played, or was he still in that suspended?
He was gone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, but still, like, just like the high caliber of players you've won against, like, you can't even like pinpoint one player that you've played against. Like, pretty much from this last year, that like they all are such good caliber players that it's very tough to pinpoint one that you would say like is like a top tier. Like, you all have to put them in this tier. Like you said, Anthony Edwards, Mason Jones.
If I had to choose one, I would choose Anthony Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He kind of stuck out more than everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was tough guarding him.
Yeah.
He just did a lot. Like, he didn't expect it. Like, he knew he was a great player. I've seen a lot of film on him, but just when he's actually out there, some things he can do is pretty impressive.
Yeah. I guess let's see what else we got here. We'll talk about, I guess, your blue check on Instagram. We're kind of curious about that. You're the first verified guest we've ever had on here. Like, what was that? Like, just waking up one day and just had a blue check, or what?
Yeah, it was that though.
I can't imagine.
I got my Instagram so after, like, I had to log out and I logged back in. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah.
It was just
I was surprised. I thought my Instagram was best number, so I swear.
Yeah. And then
I logged out and I logged back in. I'm like, oh, crap.
then you get like you can choose like your notifications only come from other verified people, right?
No, I get notification everybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Staying humble.
Yeah. Keep it humble.
I guess. Well,
I mean,
how has this whole like quarantine thing affected? Like, how do you feel, especially like your freshman year in Tennessee getting cut short?
yeah.
I mean, it was definitely a good experience. We actually getting ready to play Alabama,
Yeah.
but like they just came in and locked and stopped it. So it was just kind of weird for us. We like, what's going on? Like, we didn't know what's going on. And then,
Yeah, I remember. What was it? The Big Ten
they
team.
canceled the whole tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it was like we saw like one conference go, and then all the other conferences were just tumbling down. Like, that must have just been crazy.
Yeah, especially being in the locker room while it got canceled.
But
Yeah, like the seniors and shit. I'm sure they felt bad.
yeah,
Yeah. I actually have 2 questions for you. So if you could you tell us like the best 3 like songs that you would say kind of got you hyped before a game?
Oh yeah, pregame playlist.
I probably give you 3 artists. I can't give you 3 songs.
All right, give us 3 artists.
I'm listening to Rod Wave because any songs from Rod Wave, I listen to Rod Wave a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Meek Mill a lot. That's when I just want to get in the zone and just lock in.
Yeah.
Just Meek Mill kind of give me a remembrance of like what I'm playing for, things like that. Rod Wave, hey, I do the same thing. Rod Wave. And, if I want to get like hype and I'm ready for like a big game, I'll probably listen to Lil Baby.
Yeah, I see that. And then one more question I have for you, just like, I don't know if you feel this way, but I feel like I'd say your body frame is very unique. Like, you have a very like, I'd say like Kevin Durant type of frame. Like, could you kind of speak on like how that helps you like in situations? Because I've seen the way you can get up and block people. Like, you're very like just all around, like I'd say you just have like a very tall frame. Like, would you say that it kind of gives you a very unique advantage?
I think so. Just the way I'm built, like I'm kind of skinny, but like
Yeah, we have the length. Yeah.
yeah, just using my length. Like I think it helps me mostly on like just on defensive end, being able to guard smaller guys. Like this year, I'm 6'7", but I have guarded guys like 5'8", 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet. Like guys who are a lot shorter than me. My length allows me to be able to stay in front of them, and then when I'm guarding bigger guys in the post or something. My left allows me to be able to block the shots even though they have a lot more pounds on me, just being able to block shots on the defensive end and stay in front of a guard. I feel like pretty much helps my frame out. My frame helps out.
Especially watching like your high school mixtapes, you would just dominate. Like you play against like I see South or like Park and stuff. The one where you just absolutely like, excuse me for being a little frank, but you just had your nuts in the kid's face. It was like you just had your nuts in the kid's face. I think it might have been the last highlight on one of your standstill videos, but that was probably one of the craziest dunks I've ever seen.
That was crazy.
I guess going back to high school, like how would you speak on like the talent coming out of Buffalo right now, like Roddy Gale, Noah Hutchins, stuff like that? Like, how would you speak on like their playing, like where they're gonna go?
Well, Noah, I played against Noah a few times. And I feel like he's a very good player. He just committed to Rice.
Yeah.
So I feel like once you get to college, he's going to do the same thing. Being a playmaker that he is. And the young guy that's coming up that's hasn't got good yet. I feel like West New York was in good hands this past year and a half with the guys playing. Like first team all West New York has been guys like young guys, juniors, sophomores.
Yeah.
So I feel like basketball was left in good hands where that them guys got taken over, and it wasn't really much a drop off. And them guys getting offers, like Roddy getting offers, Jalen getting offers. Willie while he was here, I think the talent level hasn't really dropped off.
Yeah.
It's only gonna get better with the younger guys coming up.
Yeah, and you kind of paved the road for that.
Yeah. I'd say one more question I have for you, and then obviously we'll probably just let you go. Don't really want to take up too much of your time, but if you could kind of just sum it up, what would you say? I mean, obviously we probably know what your ultimate goal is, but in your own words, what would you say your ultimate goal is to kind of accomplish with this Tennessee team, and then moving on from this Tennessee team?
With the team, obviously everyone wants a national championship. But most thing I'm looking for this year is just growth from myself and from just guys like the young guys that was on the team with me last year, freshmen. I'm just looking for growth between us, getting strong relationships, and with the young guys that's coming in as freshmen this year. I really want to just help them out as much as I can, and together I know we'll win a national championship. Kind of looking forward. I mean, everybody goes to the NBA, but just my goal is just to be a successful basketball player, whether it's overseas, NBA, and have success after that, after the ball stops rolling. So just put myself in position, education-wise, to do the things after the basketball stops rolling. So, but first goal is definitely to be a pro basketball player.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks for coming on the program. Most famous guest we've ever had.
We very much appreciate it.
Appreciate you for having me.
All right. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, Ticket.
All right. So I guess great interview, by the way.
Obviously, just a man who's very humble and just hungry, playing with a chip on his shoulder, and just ready to really show people,
show people what Buffalo basketball is all about.
Just his overall grittiness.
I guess we can move into, pick a bone.
Yep.
I've got a bone to pick. Do you have a bone to pick?
I can think of one while you're going.
I've got a bone to pick with the U.S. government because the World Series of Poker has been canceled, and they're now deciding to play an online tournament. But the only problem we've got here is that online poker is only legal in 3 states. So how are you supposed to play? It just boggles my mind how bad the planning is there. Is that they play an online tournament where only people in 3 states can play. I think it's Nevada, Pennsylvania, and just got to be one more whacked out one. But I don't know. That's my bone to pick. Is like the U.S. government just allow online gambling because everyone does it anyway. I'm not to like narc on anybody, but everyone does it anyway. So you might as well just make it legal instead of just turning a blind eye to it.
Is some of that up to the states though? I'm sure some of that is up
It's
to the state.
reserved. No, reserve powers and what's the other one? I think it's reserve powers. I don't know. I haven't done any gov this week.
No, yeah, but also to your point.
Okay, then Governor Cuomo, I got a bone to pick with you. You should allow it. Instead of worry about bringing in all this money for ventilators and stuff, how about we worry about the important stuff, like legalizing online gambling, so it's not hard for the common man like me and you to try to log on. We have to go through like 6 proxy sites and bypass a firewall just to get onto a website to lose $200.
I've got
a bone to pick.
I do. My pick a bone is going to be with emails.
Emails.
Does anyone look at emails anymore? What are you guys doing?
I think it's just because the companies don't want to respond to us.
What are you doing? Sent out like 35 emails. I did get some replies back, so I am thankful to those companies. But what are you doing? Especially in this time where your company probably needs to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Answer your email. I'm here.
It's not hard.
Not hard.
All we're doing is trying to like support you guys, and we're trying to have what's it called? Like where like the bird cleans the back. Symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, we love you guys. We hope you keep tuning in, but
we're trying to be the bird that cleans the crocodile's teeth.
Mm-hmm.
We get the food, you get clean teeth.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with these, companies. I send you the email
that's
so we can
talking to you.
I know, but I'm just saying we're also trying to work out a relationship where we both benefit. Answer my email. That's all I'm asking. I did get a couple email answers.
Asking. We're not.
Yeah.
We're not yelling at you.
It's just my pick a bone. Like, I don't know why some people. Obviously, emails are going out now, but.
You know who does answer your emails?
Bamboo.
Bamboo charcoal toothpaste.
Organic Labs. Great product.
Shout out.
And a couple other companies, but,
Anything else you got a bone to pickle with?
Amazon.
What about?
I pay for Amazon Prime. I expect my package to come in 2 days. I don't care if there's. Coronavirus going around. I would like to receive my package in about
especially
2
since
days.
how many people they're employing right now.
Yeah.
I think their employment has actually gone up.
And the fact that you are an essential business and there should be no roadblocks like affecting you. Like you should be getting these.
Why would you?
Should be getting these packages in a day. No, I'm just saying. Like when you look at buying a product on Amazon and like it literally tells you, like under the Amazon Prime button, like. Don't expect it to come like it'll be like expect it this day, not in 2 days.
I also have a bone to pick with Amazon Prime Video. They put like TV shows up. They got The Wire. They got The Sopranos. They got everything. But they only have one season. Like what happens when I'm done with the season? Then I'm just gonna go to HBO Go and I'm gonna watch the rest of it on HBO Go, and you're gonna be losing money from me. So put the whole season on there.
It's kind of like
also up your movies. Yesterday I watched a documentary about some guy that's building a haunted house. It was actually, I'm not even gonna pick a bone. It was a pretty good movie, but I think it was called Monsters Wanted or something. But like it started in July. I started building it, and the opening night they're like still building everything and shit like that. It was so like stressful. But then I'm not gonna. It's a documentary. Who cares? But they ended up figuring it all out. But like it was just so like it was like hectic to watch. Where like. This guy's literally sprinting up and down with long wires of tubing, like long tubes for like air compressors and stuff. He's tripping over everything. The cameramen are sprinting after him. That documentary, like the camera team, must have gotten their steps in like every day because this guy was just running back and forth and back and forth.
Was it kind of like a scenario where like, do you remember Netflix had like all seasons of Family Guy up? And then like one day I just turned on Netflix and it was down to 5 seasons, and then like literally like the immediate day after that it was like 1 season.
That's because they moved to Hulu though.
Yeah, I mean still,
just
very odd. I do have something to ask you though, but I can kind of.
What do you want to ask me?
I mean like, I've been hearing about this Jeffrey Dahmer guy.
Mm-hmm. What about him?
I've never seen like a documentary on him. But I do want to. I obviously know he's in like some kind of same category as like Ted Bundy.
He's a little worse.
So can you kind of explain what Jeffrey Dahmer has done?
Jeffrey Dahmer, he was born in Ohio. to a mother, father, and he had a little brother. So he was always like the weird kid growing up. His dad worked in a chemistry. His dad was a scientist. He worked in like a lab, and so that got Jeffrey super into like chemicals and stuff. So his parents had a little shed in the backyard where he would like he'd experiment with different chemicals and stuff like that. And so this is what he would do instead of doing like normal kid stuff. So one day he asked his dad, he's like, Dad, how would you like go about melting bones or like dissolving like flesh?
Oh
And
my
his
God.
dad didn't think anything of it. So
'Cause he
he's
was,
like,
like,
oh, you
younger
just
at the
use
time?
he goes, oh, sulfuric acid, you mix it with blah 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 blah. So then Jeffrey would just take like he'd pick up roadkill. He'd like walk up and down the street, pick up roadkill, take it back to his shed,
Love how
just
the parents don't know.
and melt it in like tubs.
Oh my
And then his
God.
dad finally found out, and he's like kicked him out. So then his parents like kind of forced him to spend more time. So once he was in high school, he was always like a weird kid. So like he'd like fake seizures and stuff. So like if you watch My Friend Dahmer with Ross Lynch, highly recommend, great watch. So he
Yeah,
would
I
just
need
like
to
go
watch
in the hallway and just like drop on the ground and go like and go like that. And so like these kids, they started calling it doing the Dahmer. And like he was kind of like you know how there's always like
yeah,
the
one, yeah,
one weird kid.
but he's doing something funny.
But
so
he's
it's
like
fine.
he's so weird that he's funny, so everyone
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah,
laughs at him
tolerates it.
/
Yeah,
with him.
Yeah, they tolerate it. Yep.
So they ended up starting a fan club, the Jeffrey Dahmer fan club, and they just go around and make him do the Dahmer everywhere. And then after high school, it must have been like this. His parents got divorced. His dad, his mom and brother moved away to their grandma's house. His dad moved away to live with his girlfriend. So he ended up 18 years old and in his childhood home by himself. And like he was already starting to I forgot to tell you, he already started like developing like he was like a developing alcoholic. Like he said he
Like
would
tendencies.
he said he would just drink to like get rid of the pain of like there's stuff wrong with him. Oh, and he knew he was gay by the time he was like 15.
Okay.
So I think end of the summer, he's just driving around. A concert is just let out in Milwaukee. So there's a hitchhiker, and he's like, "Oh, hey man, you want to ride?" He goes, "Oh, sure." So you can come back to my place and we can party or whatever. And no one ever saw that guy again. They never found the body or anything, but they assume that's his first victim.
Okay.
Let me look up how many people he actually killed, so I don't sound like a nitwit.
We do have to kind of start cutting this short, but I am liking where this is going.
Do we have to cut it short? Because I like talking about
I
this.
know. It's at like 26 minutes, I think. I think we only had 30 minutes.
Oh.
But
All right, so he admitted to, or they can only prove that he killed 17 people, but they assume it's more. Basically,
Jeez.
he would do like experiments on them too, where one time he picked up a guy from a gay bar, took him back to his house, knocked him out cold with like sleeping pills, and then he drilled into his brain, and then he poured hot water into the hole, and he thought it would turn him into like a sex slave zombie. So the guy and then the guy ended up waking up, running out into the streets like yelling for help, and he was naked, and like these women were like, "Oh, do you want us to call somebody?" And then Dahmer finds him, and like as the cops show up, Dahmer just goes, "Oh no, he's like my nephew or something." He's like very confused, and he brought him back to his house after he escaped. Like I think that's the wildest story about him.
oh my God.
But yeah, and then he planned on building a shrine out of skulls and bodies, and he would eat some people too, and they would just find like dismembered like dicks and like heads and stuff. I think when they raided his house, there was like two dismembered heads and then one penis in his fridge.
So I definitely need to watch something about
Yeah,
it.
like I know a lot. Oh, I should have like a daily serial killer.
Yeah, we'll get into
I know a
that for
lot
sure.
about serial killers.
Mhm.
All right. So I guess we've got our hot takes and our conspiracy theories lined up. You got any hot takes for me?
The only hot take that I probably have for you is basically just It's not even really a hot take. This NFL draft is going to fail.
Oh, it's gonna be terrible.
There are going to be fails. Just expect that.
I just think it'll be funny to like watch everyone sitting in their living room with like all their family. You know.
Yeah. Well, did you
Remember when Swag Kelly fell asleep? You remember? He fell asleep, and they cut to him, and he's just asleep on the couch.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, don't expect this NFL draft to go any way well. It's just not. Did you see the San Francisco GM's like setup?
Mhm.
He has like 4 computers in the front and 2 screens at the top, and like 3 business lines. But one guy's gonna like keep one business line on while he's on the other one.
I think
It's
that
just
when
gonna be
Goodell
a
comes
cluster.
out, because he can't get booed in person this year. So I think when
Yeah.
Goodell comes out, everyone should take a video of them booing him and then upload it to like Twitter or something, or like Instagram,
That's crazy.
and then tag the NFL in it. I think that would be all right. Start that trend right now.
That would
We're
be.
starting. All right. So my conspiracy theory of the day: the JFK assassination. He was not killed by one single person alone.
I don't believe that either. I don't think he was.
Because okay, listen to this. He's got the mayor behind him. Here,
Mhm.
Turn this way. Alright, so I'm the mayor, and you're JFK. Bullet goes through me here, goes bam, and comes out the side. Okay, not that bad.
Okay.
Second bullet through his shoulder, down, up, down in here. This is the entry point, and then somehow it comes out of his head. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe one thing of it. I think there was multiple shooters, and I don't know their reasoning. The popular reasoning is because of the invasion of the Bay of Pigs invasion. The CIA wanted to shut him down, so they killed him.
There's a lot that goes into it. A lot of people also think the mob, because
the
like,
Irishmen.
because like pretty much the mob got him into
Yeah, that
office, and then his brother started going after the
And his
mob.
brother got killed.
Yeah, I mean,
I think his brother was definitely a mob hit.
I'm pretty sure. Didn't you see like one of the
Lee Harvey Oswald was the fall guy in all of this.
Yeah, he was. But I believe, if I'm correct, there was just like an ancestor of JFK who got lost in the ocean with her son. Like
Really?
like very recently, I'm pretty sure. And like they stopped it, they called off the search. I'm pretty sure that's very recent. I think I saw something. JFK.
Oh, the Warren Commission. Okay, so that's what it's called. Even the guy who was the lead detective at the FBI and the CIA, who led the Warren Commission. I think it was Lyndon B. Johnson. Yeah. He doesn't even believe that there was one shooter. So that says a lot. If the person leading the investigation doesn't even believe what they concluded.
Yeah, I agree.
It's either the CIA, the mob, or aliens, something like that.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Probably the Illuminati.
No one will ever really know, I guess. I mean,
All right, guys.
pretty much.
Shout out to Ticket for coming on. Listener of the week this week. Let's give it to Trevor McElroy. We'll put your picture right there. Last week he listened with his dad, so now we're a full family experience.
That's very good. We'd like to.
That's very wholesome. We like to think we're
Yeah.
wholesome, Trevor.
We like to think we're a family-friendly show. A little bit of explicit content here and there, but
Other than the
nothing
Jeffrey
that you
Dahmer
nothing that
penises
you
in the
can't
fridge.
handle, really.
Yeah.
We didn't do a reaction video, obviously, but we can obviously get to that anytime. Those guys just keep on flowing them through us. So
Shout out to the Basement Boys for
we
that.
have no problem with that.
All right.
Obviously, shout out to all the sponsors today: Bamboo,
Death Wish.
Organic Labs,
And then the phone
and,
case. I'm
phone,
blanking on
you
the
know,
name.
Me too as well. Hold on. We're going to pull it up because we do have to give them a very nice shout out. Armor Hybrid, hidden case. Obviously, everything's in the description below. Go get you some. It's very inexpensive stuff, but very high quality products.
All right. We will see you guys next week.
Episode 5 out.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey!